Hey, y'all, come on in. You're here on a great day.
We are off to Havana today with Nomad Theory.
It's a beautiful morning with the Barbershop Duet.
Hi, I'm Marcus Klinger with Klinger Vocal Studio.
And I'm Sarah Vincent with Sarah Vincent Virtual Pilates.
But on Wednesdays and Saturdays.
We are the Barbershop Duet.
Hey, y'all, come on in. Thank you for finding our little barbershop. If you happen to be here during one of the live premieres on YouTube, why, come on in the live chat. Meet the Whiff Pack, a cool group of friends hanging out from all over the world. They'd love to meet you too. And for our mention today, we would like to mention Nomad Theory, the artisan themselves, who is about ready to open their doors in the UK in September. And we have already had a chance to look at 3 of their first 5 soaps. This one was Kyoto, an homage to Japan with scent notes of sakura blossom, matcha, and incense. Are you kidding me, y'all? Now, don't let the incense scare you. This is beautiful, sweet, clean, inviting, and yet still definitively masculine. Does not go novelty by any stretch of the imagination. How are you getting this?
It's kind of like a spring breeze in the air, if I could put it into a simple phrase.
Right. And then, London. Y'all dark, dapper, mysterious, bergamot, rose, and smoke. And unlike this, they're very serious about the smoke. Yeah. In London, I get birch tar, I get patchouli. Mm-hmm. I love this one. It feels dark. It feels like an overcast London evening. How do you get that one?
Yeah, it's definitely nighttime and there's fog everywhere.
And then we have the crowd pleaser of crowd pleasers. We're looking at Sorrento, y'all. This one might be lemon sorbet centered. How do you get this one?
This one is super refreshing and does scream summertime to me. There's something about that lemon sorbet meeting the rosemary mint side that is thoroughly enjoyable.
So Gianluca, we could not be more excited for you and the beginning of this brand new journey. And y'all, I had a couple little messages with Gianluca behind the scenes about his perfuming. They are doing it right and they are doing it sophisticated. And what is our soap today?
Our soap today is Havana. So Nomad Theory is taking us to Cuba today. Let's meet the soap.
All right, y'all, from the sales page at nomadtheory.co.uk.
Embark on an unforgettable journey to the heart of Cuba with our Havana shaving soap. More than just a superb lather, this artisan soap is a meticulously crafted sensory postcard, capturing the vibrant essence of sun-drenched streets and soulful rhythms into this unique blend to infuse your daily ritual with transportive bliss. Imagine the initial burst of zesty lime, like a refreshing spritz of mojito, as you step onto the bustling streets of old Havana. This invigorating top note quickly gives way to the rich, warm aroma of tobacco leaf, evoking the iconic scent of hand-rolled cigars and the relaxed, soulful atmosphere of a Cuban lounge.
As your shave progresses, the deep, resonant bass notes emerge, the smooth, sweet richness of aged rum, mingling with the earthy, grounding scent of cedar atlas, and the smoky, sophisticated whisper of vetiver. Together, these scents paint a vivid, olfactory picture of Cuba's unique charm, from its vibrant energy to its timeless traditions. Beyond its captivating fragrance, our Havana soap is meticulously crafted with a selection of ingredients known for their profound skin conditioning properties. This is a tallow-based formula, boy is it, providing a remarkably rich and dense lather for an exceptional shave. Tallow itself is highly valued for being naturally rich in vitamins A, D, E, and K, which contribute to healthy-looking skins, Now, I will let you in on 2 little-known secrets. 1, I proclaimed that this soap was not done with essential oils because they are too potent to the nose for what was going on here. Well, Gianluca reached out and said, actually, I used 5 essential oils in there. I just know how to blend them correctly. So please forgive a budding perfumer's faux pas. I had no idea essential oils could be presented in this delicate a nature. And the second secret that we will talk about as this episode wears merrily forward. I have been to Cuba, and in the most boring way possible. Let's open the box.
We only have 2 left in the box.
I know I'm going to be sad when we do our last one. Here we go. Let's see what adventures our kitty friend is up to today, y'all. The hat, the shirt, The drink in his hand. Look at that. I love that these are so dapper, but the kitty just gives that little edge of playfulness that you do find hiding in the scents. Well, it is time, y'all. Let's go have our first impression. Look at how cool these colors are on the Nomad Theory soaps. I love seeing these in our cabinet.
Since you've been to Cuba, should we make a Marcus go first?
Oh, no. I need to ask you some questions.
Okay.
I want you to take it in first and see where it takes you. Because, see, I know the genuine article, of course.
It's interesting. We have Havana Nights, and we have cognac and Cuban cigars, and a few other ones that use like either some kind of a Cuban cigar vibe in there, too.
Moon Soaps has Havana that we haven't covered yet because there are only 2 Moon Soaps we haven't covered yet.
We have to make it last somehow.
I know. I always thought this show would be over when we covered all the Moon Soaps, like Mary Poppins' Wind Change. Yeah. All right, take it in, see what you get.
All right, it does say lime, tobacco, and rum, so there really is a drink in his hand.
So, let's see.
Here's the pour for those who like to see. There is room to tub lather in there.
There you go, Foxy. You're all set.
Here we go. Oh, wow. I really do feel like I'm somewhere I've never been before. Nice. Okay, the tobacco thing in here, or the spice, or I'm even getting like an earthy kind of tone in here that I was not expecting. Like I am standing on different soil. I am on different land.
Nice.
Okay, there is a lime side coming through, which I definitely can tell this is more lime than Sorrento is more of the lemon side. Like this is more the lime. The greens are coming through it. Maybe more of a vetiver too. Like there is something, I don't want to say grassy, but a little more earthy and green that's taking me to a new place. And then, let me take another whiff here. I think it's the tobacco in here that is different, at least compared to the other tobacco stuff that we've had before.
Okay,
something has happened to this tobacco. I don't know if it's drier or if it's been in the humidifier a little longer. Like something has changed its whiff. I still get the lighter colors of the browns and caramely kind of tones in here, but it's not quite gourmandy. Sometimes tobacco goes more in the gourmandy side.
Right.
This is much more like the legit, real version of the actual tobacco.
So more the leaf than the smoke.
I think so, yeah. I don't think I'm getting much of the smoky side.
Nice.
I almost feel like they could have snuck an oud in here or a civet. Like there's something in the darker side, but it's kind of used as like a mysterious kind of thing. Like I feel like I'm in like a hidden kind of tobacco lounge or something that's happening that has like a story to it that I wasn't expecting, which is kind of fun.
Right.
Okay, let me see how much of the rum I get.
Where's the rum gone?
Where's the rum, y'all? I think it's kind of in the shadows. I actually feel like I just got a whiff of like the end of the cigar where it's actually, you can see it being burnt.
Right.
I don't think there's quite smoke, but like the embers on the cigar. So that is somehow in the whiff. It's not quite smoke, but there's something that the cigar has been lit here. And then that turns into the rum at the very end of the whiff. It doesn't quite make it sweeter, but it adds a little spice for your send-off.
Right.
There is some kind of deja vu that's hitting me that reminds me of my Uncle Pat. I don't know what it is. I don't think he really smoked cigars. Maybe it was more the rum. Something in it has like a fun, carefree vibe, and there's just a little more of a masculine kind of musky kind of thing because Cuba is super, super hot.
Right.
And somehow that's coming through in the whiff here in a fun way.
Her Uncle Pat is not Cuban.
I don't know if there's like a hidden floral. There's just something that's throwing me for a spin in the middle and I cannot figure it out. I'm curious once we lather if it's still going to be there, but it's just kind of unusual or quirky. It's something that I was not expecting being in the middle, but it's making it that much more intriguing that I want to figure it out.
Now, I am reminded that we got an email this morning from Barrister and Mann announcing that Hollows was about to be re-released. Y'all, Hollows trades on the fact that it is not a crowd pleaser, and for some reason, it is one of the best-selling soaps in the wet shaving world. I think there is something about the wet shaver that doesn't always want aqua velvet in the mirror. We want to go to those dark places. We need those dank corners. I know my fiance pretty well. Are you finding some of those dank, dark corners where you least expect them?
Yes, but they're not scary. Like, I want to go down that alley and figure it out. Like, it's just somewhere we have never been before.
I am going down that alley headlong, y'all, and taking no prisoners. All right, here we go. Shaking it up, taking it in. Oh.
You've been to Cuba. I don't know. Maybe you can help.
You know what's funny, y'all? This for sure takes my inner kid to those Hollows places. This for sure has some of those grown-up danky things under the surface. A little oak moss, the vetiver, that it alluded to. But here's the other thing. This has got another face to it.
Yes.
This has also got the light side. This is also taking my inner child to places that Sorrento did.
Yeah.
Bright, inviting, even gourmand. So it's almost like I'm getting noon in somewhere ultimately hospitable and midnight in somewhere kind of scary and far away. Ooh, I love this. Hold on.
It's a two-faced soap.
And those noon parts of this might be some of the sweetest notes in the entire Nomad Theory line. Gorgeous. But then, tick, 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 ding, the witching hour approaches and the sun goes down and things get cold, things get mysterious, things get unfamiliar. And y'all, I think I might be sensing some oak moss under the surface of this, binding with the vetiver to create the base of the mystery and then climbing up into something like incense, like you said, oudish, but also sort of tobacco-ish at the same time, but almost like the cigar that an evil comic book villain would be smoking. That's what I'm getting in this. And then it's awesome. If the whiff gets too scary and those danky parts start to take over, the light streaks in again and you're back in the sun. Wow, this is lovely. It's like a key lime, part of a lime, which would be apropos because Key West is about 80 miles north, right? Ooh. Oh, and where's the rum gone? Y'all, the rum in here is that hot, alcohol-y part of the rum. After it's fresh poured in a small glass and you just get your nose in it and you're getting equal parts spices and ethanol, that's kind of what's happening here. A fire takes over in the rum part. Ooh, mystery indeed.
It's kind of like a mood ring, like we're experiencing both sides in the set somehow.
Maybe a little patchouli hiding
maybe.
deep, deep down that alley at the very end where there is no more light anymore.
Maybe.
Woo!
I mean, we definitely don't have anything in our den that is close to this.
Hollows.
It's a fun experience. Maybe.
Hollows
yeah.
is really close for me. Okay, it's the mummy from Hollows that crawls out of the churchyard, makes his way to Havana, and orders a mojito.
There you go.
That's what this is. Yo, let's go back and look at the set notes and build a lather. All right, y'all, back to the sales page at nomadtheory.co.uk. We start with our singular top note of
Zesty lime, and it is zesty. It kind of adds a little zing and the brightness at the beginning of this whiff.
And just a little bit of that sourness is shaved off, giving it a little bit of a key lime sense for me somewhere in those highs. And then those heart notes, rich tobacco leaf. I love that description. Rich is a great word. Somewhere between the leaf and the smoke.
It smells expensive. Like the tobacco used in here, something is like a finer tier of tobacco, I think.
And you know, there's a subtle sweetness to the tobacco that for me is offsetting the sweetness of the lime so beautifully so that when you do dive down into these base notes, you are as prepared as you can be. We start with aged rum, the fire of the alcohol hit. Remember when the three amigos drank their tequila and they did a little dance?
There you
That's
go.
the sense I'm getting from the rum in this. Meeting with cedar. Now, you've got some cedar atlas over there in a little perfumer's organ. For me, it's a lighter cedar than the pencil shaving version of the cedar. I love that that's what they chose in here. Can you sense it?
I can, but it also, to me, I think that's kind of the backbone pivots from daytime to evening. Something in that is where I can jump from the daytime lighter whiff, and there are lighter sides to that cedar, and then somehow it gets a little darker as it jumps into the smoky vetiver.
And I will put my flag in little oak moss on the... Is there oak moss on the ingredients list? I don't have my perfumer's glasses.
Yeah, I gotta get my glasses on. Not that I can see, unless it's written in a different way.
Veramos?
Not that I can read here, sorry.
All right.
Unless somehow they stuck it in there without it telling us.
I will call this a very oak moss-ish vetiver.
There you go.
That's safe.
But there is something about the smokiness that made my brain picture an actual cigar being lit.
Right. Yeah, this ain't your backyard lawn vetiver. This is something much richer, much deeper. Oh, all right, y'all. Well, it is time to build a Nomad Theory lather. This is my Foxy brush that was turned by Amelia and Gardner last year. I love that brush.
We had to get the matching greens just for you.
And y'all, check out this beautiful Nomad Theory pour. It's got a little bite back to the stick of the tallow, but those other butters and ingredients in there give it a softness. I thought my aquamarine bowl was apropos for going to Cuba today. And you want to get a smooth layer so you don't have to worry about chunks in your soap.
I'm already getting whiffs of the lime over here.
Right? It is almost bordering lemon. That's how bright and beautiful it is. I'm going to put about 12, 13 sprays of this because it's a little bit of a thirsty lather in good standing. Oh, It's got to be essential oil, of course. You smelling that?
It wakes up immediately.
Oh, all right, y'all. And I'm just going to go forwards and backwards with this cashmere knot of mine and start loading that soap up onto it. It's like the softness of a 50s makeup blush brush kind of a thing. It's cashmere knot.
I do like the black color, too. It makes the lather look a little more fun.
And while this is setting up, y'all, let's have a grown-up conversation about this lather. This, for me, is the hybrid lather of hybrid lathers. It has all the benefits of a vegan base, all of that warmth, all of that hug, all of that richness, and yet all of the slickness of our most tallowed soaps together in one formula. Unlike anything else in our den, we are really coming to love this Nomad Theory base, Gianluca. See, this is normally in the old days where I'd probably have used it, but I was kind of erring on the side of a thicker lather with less water. But y'all, watch what happens when you give this another little burst. Oh, it just says thank you. Look at this. This is the consistency where it really starts doing its work. I think for a while I was using my lathers a little too thick.
Yeah.
And then you just got to apply a little bit of time, like Lathered Yeti. God, he makes the best lathers in the business.
It does start to get more of that iridescence, like the super, super tiny bubbles.
Does.
And that's what adds that, like, padded feel.
Oh, my barrister and man faithful, tell me there is not little smidgens of hollows running around these halls. And y'all, this is something you will only find here on the Barbershop Duet. This is the hello wave on 3, 1, 2. Oh!
Has things changed?
I'm sorry. Hold on.
Things have changed?
Hold on.
Is it still daytime? Nighttime? Where are we at? No time?
Mid-afternoon. Hold on, wait, smell this. Wild things happened in the lather there. Sand, minerals, beautiful. I'm getting the beach.
Yeah, there's a more fresh breeze happening now.
Right. Almost aquatic now. A lot of that oak mossy hollows scent has fallen away in the lather into something different and herby. Whoa. Even the copper of the bowl is kind of adding to this.
It does. It totally does.
In a beautiful way.
Maybe it's like a copper ashtray for your cigar or something.
Not that you'd want to disrespect a fine Captain's Choice Aquamarine bowl, but,
You know.
I mean, what are you going to use, a pie tin? We were so happy to see Bjorn, our no-frills shaver, pop into our chat this morning. We love watching his channel. While we don't do shaving here in the Barbershop Duet, we do realize there's a lot of benefit we glean from watching Bjorn put those different lathers onto his face. Y'all, are you kidding? Look at this. Look, it's 8 inches thick. You could set a drink on it. Look at this. Like, you can even tell by the way the bristles of the brush are hitting your face that it's going to know exactly what to do with your razor.
I don't know if we have other tallow ones that have the same slickness level. Does that make sense? Like, I think that's what's different.
Absolutely. It's crazy. All right, y'all. It's time to go south another 90 miles and take this a little deeper. Now, Hollows, being a soap that was intended to scare for Halloween, tends to get a little more squinchy for me as I get to know it. But how is the squinchy part of this sitting for you as the episode wears merrily forward?
It's funny. It's like it's a new scent to me, and my brain doesn't know how to file it. That's not a bad thing, but I think the more you keep whiffing it and getting used to it, then you can start to find where the other scents around it help it blend into the scent overall.
Right. And y'all, no matter what kind of guy you are, I think Nomad Theory might have you covered. There are lots of different kinds of personalities being represented here. Kyoto, a little bit international and sweet. London, a little bit overcast and introverted, perhaps. Havana, mysterious. And Sorrento, Disneyland, lemon chill for guys like me.
Which makes me very curious for Magan's Bay. The last one is kind of more of a bay rum spin on things, so I'm even more curious how that's going to fit in this lineup.
Maybe we don't exactly have a sailor.
Oh.
Yet.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
He's where the rum's gone.
Oh, and you know, this one's intense. I'm giving this like a 4.5 on the intensity meter, where I think these were like 3s.
Yeah, I would say the closest out of the lineup so far is probably London to this one. Like, it's got the darker, deeper kind of sneaky character side that London has for me.
And it's sweet, but like you said, it's not at all in the gourmandy side. It's in the deep, rich, herby fougere.
Tobacco-y zone.
Right, and who would have thought this would have been where we find our fougere? I think
You know,
of this
yeah.
lineup. There you
Out of all of them so far, I would completely agree.
Rich, green, ferny, perhaps? Why not?
It's so exciting to get to know through each scent, like where they want to take us. Because if these are where they're starting with their 5, I'm curious where the passport. We need stamps for all these visits now that I feel like we've been to Cuba,
where do we want to go after
Japan,
this?
right?
I know. Mm-hmm. San Francisco,
Yeah.
Gianluca. Well, actually, that probably wouldn't smell very good. How about Oakland, California? It can smell like gunpowder and copper wire. You know, if you really do dive down past all the squinchies, you land on a floor of clean. I'm not sure how they're doing that, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, I can't tell if it's the rum send-off or it is more the vetiver smoky side that actually has like a little nice sweetness on your way out.
All right, so I was on the Disney boat, the Disney Magic, and the captain comes on the PA system at 3 o'clock in the morning. Now, generally when that happens, my brain just goes, well, pirates. But nay, he said, sorry to wake you all, but we have accidentally been rerouted to within about 6 miles of the Cuban coastline. And if you would like to see it, come on up to the deck. We're going to put on some quiet Cuban music, and you can actually see the cars driving around. So, I have been to Cuba. I just did it with Chip and Dale next to me. So it's pretty simple, yo. Just be a Cuban immigrant with a ton of talent and an empty wallet. Well, you're going to have big dreams of television someday, and you're going to want to do it a little bit differently. And just about the time everybody recognizes how good you are and you have the chance to produce your own show, you're going to throw the rule book right out the window. You're going to record your show on 3 cameras, and when you get mad, you're going to spew nothing but Cuban Spanish and get your own. In the United States, Nomad Theory suggests therazorcompany.com to find this and all kinds of other cool stuff. Well, I've had my shave, y'all, with Havana, and I think I know what makes this one special. This one's a bit polarizing. This is not for your gourmand lovers. This is not for your novelty lovers. This is much more of a grown-up, sophisticated, dapper scent for the distinguished gentleman in his shaving mirror. And I'm excited to go to Havana along with it for those days that I do need to feel a bit more grown up. I have a few coming up. And Nomad Theory, thank you for creating this base. All of the sturdy trustiness of my vegan formulas with some tallow thrown in for some amazing slickness. We will be back. We got one more on the piano. Welcome to Messages.
So for our August giveaway, we wanted to give you a chance to get $25 to Ariana and Evan.
Yeah, y'all, and all you have to do to be eligible for this giveaway is send us an email here to we sent you at thebarbershopduet.com so that we can get back to you. It's the only way we communicate about our giveaways, and then check back here on our first September episode to see if you are our lucky winner.
Best of luck.
There is so much going on in here. When Nomad Theory goes live, I'm going to redo this as a mention and talk about some of those mysteries and wonders I have found in the interim, because I have a feeling we have not even begun to get to know each other yet.
There are scents like that where we just have to spend a little more time and build a few lathers and just hang out with them a bit, and then they really start to kind of make more sense to you in a fun way.
Will at Barrister and Man thinks I'm crazy, but there are some raw materials where I can't smell anything the first time I smell them. And it's literally just because my brain has absolutely no idea how to process that scent. And it takes a little while and a little comparison to get to know it and everything that it's doing. But y'all, I think that's the mark of a great perfumer, is it's going to take you a little while to get to know this new friend.
I like getting to know the Nomad Theory thumbprint, and we think we know it, and then a new one we open and we're like, wait, we still have a lot more to learn about this one. So thank you so much for sending this out for free for us to review. I'm kind of sad we only have one more to open, but we got to do it pretty soon. Don't forget your next appointment with the Barbershop Duet.
You'll smell better just watching this.